Here we go! Crash and Smash, and Sakurai talks the importance of avoiding spoilers. Let's talk about it!
Block content.
What's happening, my blocked buddies, and welcome to a brand new episode of Blocked Content's Leak Speak. My name is Callum, and this is going to be your content for today. Today, we are going to be talking about a character that a lot of you guys really want to see in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and that is the Maniac Marsupial. It's Crash Bandicoot. Now, of course, Crash is also one of my favorite characters. As you guys that watch Blocked Content know, I'm super fond of this character, played PlayStation 1 way back in the day. I had a Nintendo 64, and I had the original, of course, Nintendo consoles, right? I was such a big Nintendo fan, but then Crash came along and kind of also did a really interesting thing. Now, of course, we're in Smash Bros. Ultimate's final Fighters Pass, right? We can kind of assume that the second Fighters Pass is the final one until further notice. And right now, everyone's kind of wondering, is that going to include Crash Bandicoot as well, right? He really fits the bill for Smash Brothers, and it really feels like he was tailor-made to be in that game. Right now, with all the third-party support, it would almost feel strange to not have Crash in Smash. So today, there's a little bit more information that talks just about the importance of Crash in Smash, but also an insider, yes, a Smash Bros. Ultimate insider, that actually casts doubt on Crash Bandicoot actually being DLC. So a little bit more information to dive into on that front that I'm very excited about. And today, we also get to discuss a little bit more about generally the world of Nintendo and Smash Brothers, because Sakurai has done another column and he talks about avoiding spoilers. So of course, we kind of don't want to avoid spoilers here. On Block Content, we kind of want to talk about all these different things within gaming. So I wanted to take the time to talk all about that. Of course, all included with this episode is all the talk about Crash Bandicoot, and then of course also Sakurai's column, and kind of diving into his thoughts on avoiding spoilers, and of course Crash Bandicoot's moveset. We are going to be talking about you guys' ideas for Crash's moveset in Smash, right? I mean, it's super obvious if you think about it, but still, it could definitely be something that Sakurai is really nailing, right? Something that he really has a specific vision for. And of course, I've been answering many of you guys' questions about Smash Ultimate and everything else in our show Question Block, where I answer your questions. What do I think of your favorite game? How do you start making your own YouTube show? Well, go to blockedcontentmail@gmail.com, send me an email, and maybe you'll be featured in our next Question Blocked episode. So let's talk all about this, and this comes to us from a very reliable source. It's Event Hubs. Yes, very awesome, and they did a really cool column, and it was originally posted by Justin Gordon, and it says Masahiro Sakurai talks about the importance of avoiding spoilers in the latest Famitsu column. So yes, he says Masahiro Sakurai recently talked about spoilers in Famitsu column 624. A translated overview of Sakurai's statements have been provided by Cody Nokolo from Source Gaming. And Source Gaming is incredible, so go check that out too. In the column, Sakurai notes how people on his Twitter timeline have been talking about Evangelion, Once Upon a Time, and the fourth and final film of the rebuild of Evangelion that was released on March 8th, 2021. Sorry if I butchered any names there. Many mentioned that they were trying to avoid spoilers before watching it themselves. According to Cody, Sakurai also avoided watching the trailer so that he wouldn't spoil it himself. Sakurai apparently also does this sort of thing for games. He'll even go so far as to avoid reviews and impressions. It seems that Sakurai wants to form his own opinions on games and movies. It's sort of a habit that has trained Sakurai on how to think about things. As such, he tries to be confident in his own feelings about things. Sakurai notes that even a picture of somebody at some place could act as a spoiler. He then emphasizes on how important it is to allow others to form their own conclusions about experiences. Ironically, Masahiro Sakurai has a bit of a habit of spoiling certain plot elements from other games in the Smash Bros. Series. Of course, these spoilers often come years after the release of the original content that's being referenced. In Super Smash Bros. Melee, Sheik's trophy describes her as being Zelda's alter ego. It then reveals that she uses a variation of the name, the ancient Sheikah tribe, so that she could appear before Link to teach him about the melodies that he'll need throughout his quest in The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Luckily, Smash Bros. Melee came out about 3 years after Ocarina of Time, so yeah, this shouldn't be a spoiler for most. Yes, and I mean, that is just insane. If you think about the timing of that, that's crazy. Similarly, Shulk's Final Smash added a new character to the mix in Smash Bros. Ultimate that was present in Smash Bros. 4's version of the attack. The form that this character takes is a spoiler for Xenoblade Chronicles. During the Mr. Sakurai Presents Pyra and Mithra video presentation, Sakurai made sure to blur out a certain spirit that would have spoiled something about Xenoblade Chronicles 2, so that's also really funny. And of course, however, these were recent spoilers. The big reveals in Smash Ultimate typically come years after the game has been released. Well, Sakurai appears to be mostly talking about spoilers for recent movies and games, and this implies that Sakurai believes that it's fine for spoilers as long as the potential audience has had at least a few months to form their own opinions first, right? And I totally agree. I think that it would totally make a lot of sense for Sakurai to actually, take it easy on the spoilers. He kind of knows. Now let's talk about the crash of it all, right? This is where a lot of you people are coming for. Smash Bros. Ultimate Insider cast doubt on Crash Bandicoot DLC, was originally posted by Sean Mackey from Game Rant, and it says despite a lot of people really wanting Crash to be one of the next DLC fighters for Smash Ultimate, it sounds like the PlayStation 1 Classic might not be making it, according to the opinion of a reliable insider. Crash has been a highly requested third-party addition to Smash Ultimate for years, but the believability of the former PlayStation mascot making it to Nintendo's premier fighting game skyrocketed when a supposed internal document from Crash's current owner Activision was released last year. Apparently, Activision has been following a 5-year plan to revitalize Crash's popularity, starting with the remakes of the original games, and a new sequel culminating with the character being made a fighter in Smash. But a reliable leaker by the name of Nate the Hate doesn't think the jean short wearing marsupial will make the cut. Nate was previously being right about games revealed in Nintendo Direct Minis and last year's August Indie World Showcase. On the recent podcast, Nate said that he doesn't think Crash is very likely, adding that Halo's Master Chief is more likely. Of course, it is important to note that Nate is only talking about feelings and doesn't claim to have any insider info on this particular topic. Nate saying that Master Chief is more likely does make sense, given the amount of interaction there has been between Microsoft and Nintendo as of late. Members of Microsoft have also outright said that they would like to see Master Chief in Smash. As for how Crash would work as a fighter, if he made it into Smash, he likely would fit right in. Crash would hypothetically join the ranks of Sonic, Mario, and Banjo as platformer characters who already have a host of moves perfect for a fighting game. Crash's iconic spin attack would be a great pick for his neutral special, and sidekicks like Polar and Aku Aku could show up in some of his other moves in the final Smash. Regardless of whether or not the final leg of Activision's supposed 5-year plan to bring Crash Bandicoot series back to its former glory leads to Crash being added to Smash Bros., the character has had a successful rebirth. The Crash, Bandicoot, and Sane trilogy is still pointed to as how to do remakes right, and the proper sequel, Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time, got rave reviews. And all of that is incredibly true. So what is your dream Crash Bandicoot moveset? Leave it in the comments down below, and I might actually feature your comment in our next blocked content episode. So what is your dream Crash Bandicoot moveset? Put it down detailed in the comments, and I'll read through all of you guys' ideas. Now, as for a previous comment question winner, it's Memphis Atkins saying, if we get a Bethesda character, it will be Doom Guy, because he crafted the first-person shooter. Even though he's an icon, it will not get in because of the Vault Boy Deluxe Mii costume. Because Bethesda character happened, the Vault Boy Mii costume would be with the character, and the character will lose its charm just because Smash is for good boys and good girls, which I never believed. But the M rating stuff in Doom makes sense. The Doom charm and buyout of Microsoft happened after the DLC was chosen. We just need to wait for E3 and let me predict the last two characters. Ryu Hayabusa really fits in Smash and can use the unrated version of Ninja Gaiden Trilogy to use. Crash, ever since Crash 4 It's About Time released on Switch, Nintendo has been close with Crash Bandicoot franchise and his 25th anniversary. And the Chief, I do want him, Steve, and a Halo game have never, and of course Xbox said the Xbox Game Pass will not be on the Switch. Rayman, ever since Pyra and Mithra debunked 4chan correctly guesses, I really lost hope for him to be in Smash, and that was Rayman's last hope to be in Smash, to be debunked. Lloyd Irving, March was the Tales of Anniversary remaster, and he got a Tales off rep, so it would have been the DLC Pack 9. Dante, ever since the Mii costume round 9, I really don't think that Dante and any Capcom character could get in Smash. For my predictions, Ryu Hayabusa and Crash could be the last two fighters. It would be great, finally, for a Fighters Pass number 2. Well, Memphis Atkins, it's a lot of stuff that you said said right there. I do think that your predictions are really cool, so thank you guys so much for sending in your comments. These are always a ton of fun to do, and if you want to support block content in another very meaningful way, you can go to patreon.com/blockedcontent and donate to blocked content to make sure that we get to make awesome content for you guys with our team. And yes, we are going to be making new animated content really soon. We're setting up a brand new studio, so press subscribe, hit that like button, become a part of blocked content right now. I can't wait to see you guys join the family, and I'll see you guys around the corner where there's always more blocked content. And thank you for viewing, as Sakurai said.